Welcome to VA Claims Basic Training Recruit. You've already survived the real thing, but now you're facing something arguably more dangerous, the VA disability process. It's got more steps than a ruck march through the Hindu Kush and more paperwork than CIF on inventory day. But today, I'm going to break it down, like your first sergeant explained land nav, aggressively, clearly, and with zero tolerance for confusion. So grab your notepad or your chest pack if you're a real overachiever, and let's get you squared away. This is the VA disability process explained like you're back in basic again. All right, Boots, first formation. Here's what we're dealing with. The VA disability process is how you get tax-free compensation for conditions that were caused or aggravated by your military service. It's also how to avoid paying out of pocket for care you should have been getting since you ETS'd. But here's the kicker. Nobody explained it to you in TAP class because they were too busy reading PowerPoints from 2003. So let's fix that. Being eligible isn't just about injuries. The VA recognizes physical and mental health conditions that trace back to your service. If your knees sound like bubble wrap, your back's more locked up than the arms room, or you've got anxiety from your last deployment, this is for you. There are 3 ways to qualify. Connection. You got injured while in uniform. Secondary conditions. One injury caused another issue, like PTSD leading to sleep apnea. Presumptive. The VA just assumes some conditions are service connected, especially for certain eras like Vietnam, Gulf War, and post 9/11. So now it's time for your op board. Here's your mission, broken down like fire team movement drills. Step 1. File VA Form 21-526 Echo Zulu. This is your ticket to start the process. Step 2. Gather evidence. Medical records, service records, buddy letters, any document that proves you're not making it up. If it ain't documented, it didn't happen. The VA lives and dies by the paper trail. Step 3. C&P exam. The VA's version of a shakedown inspection, except they're evaluating your condition, not your wall locker. Don't underplay symptoms. This isn't a moment to whore your way through it. Step 4. Wait. This is where most veterans lose their minds. The VA takes time, but you can use that time to prepare supplemental evidence if needed. All right, so don't be that guy who shows up unprepared. Here's what gets most claims torpedoed. Incomplete forms. Missing signatures? That's a no-go. Weak evidence. You wouldn't go on patrol without your rifle, so don't file without records. Downplaying symptoms. Stop trying to be hard. The VA won't give you points for being humble. They'll just give you a 0%. Even in basic, nobody went solo. Same here. VSOs, accredited reps, and even one-on-one strategy calls like the ones I offer can make or break your outcome. Let's say that again. You don't have to do this alone. Remember the battle buddy system. If you want a walkthrough designed by someone who's been there and helps thousands of other vets, check out my full course, the Vet Rating Guide, at simplevetbenefits.com. It'll show you how to build your claim like a professional and avoid all the stuff they never taught you in TAP. Speaking of being prepared, let's talk about your personal admin kit. I use a minimalist chest pack for all my essential documents and keys and phone. Because if you ever tried organizing VA forms in a glove box, you already know the horror. Link is in the description. If you want one that won't quit during the next VA ambush. Story time. Let me tell you about Corporal Simmons. Simmons got denied 3 times before he realized he was basically playing Call of Duty on recruit mode. No strategy, no structure. He grabbed my guide, scheduled a strategy call, and 90 days later, went from a 30% rating to 90%. That's an extra $2,300 per month and full health care. That ain't bad for somebody who was about to give up, huh? Right? Got your own story? Drop it in the comment. I read everyone, and other vets might need to hear it to stay in the fight. So once approved, Here's what you get. Monthly tax-free compensation, free VA healthcare, education benefits, hello, GI Bill for dependents, vocational rehab if you can't work, and more depending on your rating. It's not just a check, it's freedom. So let's run back through it. Here's your tactical checklist. Know your conditions. Document everything. Get expert help. Use the vet rating guide or schedule a strategy call. Don't stop if denied. Appeal like a bulldog with a mission. You're not begging, you're earning. You already did the work in uniform. This is just the final formation. Listen, the VA system isn't easy, but neither was basic. And you made it through that. So don't let the paperwork defeat you. If you're still watching, it means you're serious. So let's keep that momentum going. This next video breaks down the 4 best ways to boost your VA claim. And no, it's not just pray and refresh e-benefits.